The great Confucius said, 博学于文，约之以礼，亦可以服，判以服. Which means, a gentleman will not go astray so long as he studies extensively and regulates himself with the right. Bonjour à tous. Hi, fellow viewers. Welcome on BON and to our program, Tricks for Learning Chinese. My name is Francis, and it's wonderful to have you there today so we can enjoy decoding more Chinese language mystery together. You know, so many people in the world can speak Chinese. I mean, over 25% of the whole world population. Therefore, this language is definitely becoming an international necessity. So, why don't we get at least some basic tricks for a daily communication in Chinese? Sure, we can. Yes, we can. That's why I'm here to share with you some of those simple tricks, for which you don't need to have any previous knowledge of the Chinese language. We saw that the pronunciation of each syllable includes a tonal melody. There are totally only 4 accented tones, just 4. You have a high tone, a low tone, a rising tone, and a falling tone. For example, we saw those 4 tones are ah, 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 ah. That's all. Just this short piece of music, Each word should be pronounced with any of these 4 tones. Ah, that's the first tone. It's a high tone. Ah. Then the second is a rising tone. Ah. Ah. Like a question. What? Ah. Ah. Exactly. This short musical part. Ah. And the third one. Ah. You have an inflection in the middle. Ah. You should feel this inflection. Like if you could separate into 2. You have the falling part and the rising part. Ah. Ah. Then you have the third tone. That was the third tone actually. And the fourth tone, that's a falling one. Ah. Ah. Just like when you say in English, yes. Yes. That's it. This tone, yes. Here, don't pay attention to the meaning, but pay attention to the musicality, the sound, the melody. Yes. Ah. Ah. That's it. So you have those 4 basic tones. And the whole Chinese language is using those 4 tones. Each word has a specific tone. If you mix the tone, you'll mix the meaning too. I'm going to take an example that really exists. In Chinese, when you want to say he or him, you say ta. Ta. Let me write it on the board for you. You read this character ta in the first tone. Ta. If you read it like ta, if you say ta, it doesn't refer anymore to this character. It refers to something else. So you should read this like ta, and it means he or him. Ta. By saying ta, you're saying something else. Even if you want to ask a question, like in English, we said, you mean him? In English, we used to take the tone, to rise the tone, to say him, me. Are you talking about me or him? Oh, him. So in English, when we are showing a question, we rise the tone often. We say him. But in Chinese, even in case you want to ask the question, you don't have to say ta. No, that's the mistake many foreigners often commit. You don't say ta for a question. You still say ta. But to show the question, to show that you're asking a question, what you should do is to add a particle. And we're going to see it in the coming classes. That particle is called ma. We're going to go in detail with this in the next classes. So you say ta ma. It shows you're asking him and not saying him, you see, or he. So ta refers to he. And to us, him, you don't say ta, no, you say tama. We're gonna insist about this in the next classes. So ta stands for he or him. So you see, actually, we could even say that English also uses tones time to time, you know, but not as a meaning for a word, just like to indicate questions, surprises, and so on. In English, when you say me, oh no, he, oh, me, that corresponds to the second tone in Chinese. The difference is that in English, me will always refers to this person here. No matter you say me, it's always me. It doesn't change. But the difference with Chinese is that it's not about asking a question or whatever. It completely changes the meaning. So, me, changing to me, or me, or me. In Chinese, you will be going from one word to completely another word. If you misplace a tone, you completely change the meaning. Let's take a couple of examples. These are daily use words in Chinese. This, you read it according to the tones. I guess you know how to read this. This is the fourth tone, ta. And I think we saw last time that ta in Chinese means big. Ta, for big. Ma, last time we studied some of these, one of these Chinese tongue twister. Ma, ma, ti, ma, 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 ma. You remember? And we said ma refers to horse, a horse, when you're riding a horse. So, ta ma means a big horse. Ta ma. You have to get this inflection in the second word. Ma, ta, ma. But what if you say ta ma, because this is the first tone, ma, ta ma. Well, if you divide the two words, it will sound like big mother, but it's not the case here. It's not a big mother. Ta ma, ma of course refers to mother. Ta means big. But when you put them together here, it's like when you say in English grandmother, it doesn't mean a big mother. No, it has a different meaning. But here, ta ma actually means exactly the wife of your father's elder brother. That we usually call her aunt, just to make it easier in English, aunt. But specifically, ta ma is your father's elder brother's wife. Ta ma, hey, ta ma 你好，你好，hey, 大妈你好，这是我的大妈。This is my aunt. This is my father's elder brother's wife. 大妈。But you cannot say, if you say 这是我大妈。It means you're pointing at somebody and saying, this is my big horse, my fat horse. You cannot do that. This would be very kind of, kind of missing respect to the person. If you say, this is my big horse, my fat horse. So, 大妈 refers to horse, a big horse, and 大妈, like my aunt, my father's elder brother's wife. 大妈. And now, tama, no, this should not even be pronounced because it's a dirty word. Tama means marijuana. Let's not use this example here. Let's take another example of daily use. When you say 明天, 明天, that means tomorrow. 明天. Ming, that's a rising tone. The second, you remember. 明天, tian. That's the first tone. 明天 means tomorrow. 明天, tomorrow. 明天. You often hear Chinese people saying to friends when they're at the end of their conversation, they often say 明天见. That means see you tomorrow. 明天见. 明天. 明天 for tomorrow. If you change any tone here, you're going to break the meaning completely. If you say something like 明天, 明天 is not correct. Or if you say 明天, that will not be correct too. It should be 明天 to mean tomorrow. 明天. Another example would be 今天. 今天. Let me write it in. 今天, that means today. 今天, 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 today. Yesterday, you remember we saw the word tea in Chinese. You remember? Cha, cha, 喝茶, 喝茶, that means drink tea. And we told this story of my friend who went to a restaurant in Beijing and ordered a cup of tea. But instead, he was served a fork. A fork. Because he said cha instead of cha. And in Chinese, chazi means fork. And cha means tea. So my friend had to call me on the phone to help him talk to the servant. Then, today I want you to help him talk to the waiter. You should tell the waiter exactly this sentence. Today, he wants to drink tea. Can you try it? Today, he wants to drink tea. How to tell the servant on the phone? Because here you need to say it. You don't have the servant in front of you, so you cannot use the body language. You need to say it on the phone. Today, we just saw, 今天. Today, he wants to drink tea. He is 他. We saw it too. 他. Drink tea refers to 喝茶. So, think about it and try to say it the right way. I'm going to say it once, and you try to repeat it, okay? 今天他要喝茶. 好了，那我们今天的节目到此要结束了，感谢大家的关注，让我们明天同一个时间不见不散。Well, fellow viewers, that's it for today's program. Hope you had some fun. Let's make it again tomorrow, same channel, same time. I'm Francis, your servant. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. 再见，明天见。人说皮要好风光，地非雪美无故乡。Which means a gentleman will not go astray so long as he studies extensively and regulates himself with the right. Bonjour à tous. Hi, fellow viewers. Welcome on BON and to our program, Tricks for Learning Chinese. My name is Francis, and it's wonderful to have you there today so we can enjoy decoding more Chinese language mystery together. You know, so many people in the world can speak Chinese. I mean, over 25% of the whole world population. Therefore, this language is definitely becoming an international necessity. So, why don't we get at least some basic tricks for a daily communication in Chinese? Sure, we can. Yes, we can. That's why I'm here to share with you some of those. The great Confucius said, 博学于文，约之以礼，亦可以服判一服.